Hi everyone, we already make a bowling pin and we made a bowling ball. Now we're going to make a bowling lane. To do that we're going to press delete, X, press 7 and we're going to add mesh lane. Okay, we go to edit mode and we're going to press N. Later on we're going to use that. So right click on that one, hold down the shift button, right click on that one, press delete, vertex. Now we have a line. Right click on that line and they should all to be 0. Just left click on it, 0, and we have that point. Same over here. I leave X and I'm going to say 5 Y 0. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a circle. We're going to add a circle over here. So to do that we're going to add a circle, move it aside and bring it close to that point, somewhere over there. This should be one line. So press S to scroll it down in proportion. Okay, now we're going to right click on a point above it and we're going to press B and we're going to select half of the circle like that. Delete vertex. Right click on that point, hold down the shift button, right click on that point and press F. Okay. Right click on that point and we're going to add a few extra points. To do that we're going to press Ctrl and left mouse click key, 1 point, a second point, a third point. If you want to add a point over here you cannot do it because of the axis, so put away the axis, second point, third point and a last point. Okay, put on the axis. Now this is Y0, this should also be Y0, like that. This is Y.58, the same over here, 5.8, and height they should be the same, and let's say 0.93, 0.93. Okay, we're going to shift right click on that one and we're going to bring them in the middle. Looking like this. This angle should be the same as over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to select these points, but not the first point because I have already the first point. Just right click on that point, hold down the shift button and right click on every other point while holding down the shift button and select every of these points. If you have selected one too much like this, just click with the right mouse key again on the point and it will be gone. Now Shift D and then press X because we want to move it in X. The Shift D is to copy and X is in X direction. So we're going to place it underneath the same. Right click on that point, hold down the Shift button, right click on that point and press F. Okay, we're going to add an extra point, hold down that point, Control left mouse key and add an extra point where we're going to say in Y direction 0. You can make this as long as you want. It's just necessary to have a good picture of it. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to extrude that in Z direction, and this will be the length of our lane. To do that we press A, again A to select everything, going to press E from extrude and then Z in Z direction, and we make the lane as long as we want. Like that. Okay, good. Now this is half of the lane. I want the extra half of the lane, so to do that we're going to add modifier, generate mirror, and we're going to mirror in X direction and we want to merge and clip it together. Okay, don't press apply. Later on we're going to press apply. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to fill up these holes, fill up that, just right click on that point, hold down the shift button, right click on that point, press F, and while we have that we hold down the shift button and we right click on every of these points like this, and when all the points are selected we press F. Okay, going to do the same over here, right click on these 2 points, press F, hold down the button and click on every other point and pressing F. Same over here, right click on that point, shift right click on that point, press F, hold down the button, shift button, and right click on every point you have over here. Press F and it is closed. Okay, we're going to add an extra. So right click on that point, right click on that point, and right click on that point, right click on that point, while holding down the shift button, of course. And we have selected every point over here. Now we go to extrude in Z direction to my, that's E, Z, but we go very thin. And again, E, Z, and then large. Make it as large as you want. It's just for the picture. Okay, while I did that, is to give that a certain color. Okay, so now we have the lane. We're going to position the camera and the lamp. So the lamp, select the lamp, going to bring that up, and we're going to position it somewhere over here. 7, for instance, like that. Okay, 3, 1. Okay, this is looking okay. Going to add an extra lamp. Just hold down Shift D, and we're going to position it over there, much lower, more to the center, more in Z direction. Okay, good. Now still the camera to do. Bring it up, and we're going to lock camera view to view like that. Cursor on the screen 0, and I don't see anything. So we're going to position it a little bit. And what we're going to do now is we're going to position it like we are playing the game. So straight, first of all straight, roll in like that. But I don't want to see these points. Okay. And this is looking too small, so I move it a little bit like I want it. Like that. So what we're going to do is make that larger and make that larger. Okay. To do that, we go back, unlock camera view, press with your cursor on the screen 0. Camera is already positioned. Now we go back to edit mode, and we're going to adjust a few things. Right click on that one, go to edit mode, select that point, shift that point, because we have 2 points over here. If you don't be you're sure that you selected everything, you can choose the edge selection tool. Okay, I'm going to make that one larger, like this. Okay, and now I'm going to select that. To do that, I'm going to use the C command. Just press C and hold down the button, and I've selected everything. Okay, I thought so. So if I have a look, you saw that I didn't select everything. Why? Because I didn't saw it. So press C again, select everything like that, and if you selected everything, then you can extrude it again, or you just pick up the axis and make it as long as you want, like that. Going to, yeah, this is looking okay. Now we're going to position it again. We're going to press apply first of all, because I don't need that anymore. So okay, object mode, of course. Going to press apply. Okay, this is looking good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add an extra plane now. Add mesh plane. Going to bring that up, and we're going to make it larger in X direction. So SX, like that. And we're going to position it just above and at the end of our lane over there. This is billboard, and we're going to enlarge it also in Y, so S Y, like that. S X, yeah. And this will be my billboard, so I don't see anything else. Move it a little bit higher. Okay, we're going to have a quick look at the camera view again. So to do that, we're going to select the camera like that. We're going to press 0 and we're going to adjust a little bit what we're going to see. So what I see is looking okay, but I want my panel to be more, so I press S, Y, a bit like that, and SX to make it larger. If we want to select that, we have to go to select, right click on that one, we hold down the shift button, we right click on that point, we can select the edges of course. I want mine looking more like this. This is better. Okay, going to leave it like that. Rotate it a little bit so it looks rather straight. Yeah. Okay. Go back to unlock that. Press 0 on the company pad. We're going to give it some colors. Okay. First of all, we're going to select that, and I want my billboard to be looking rather red. Like that. Intensity maximum. Yeah, of course. I want the lane looking rather wood up. Light colors. Yeah, something like this. And we're going to add an extra color because I want an extra color Dutch looking black. Left mouse key, press black. I'm going to choose something later on which is black. Okay. And I want an extra color, which I'm going to say orange. I'm going to select deeper orange. You can choose these colors like whatever you like. Okay, to do now, we're going to edit mode and we're going to select a few points. First of all, we're going to select, to do that, we're going to select face selection. Just right click on that one, hold down the shift button. And we're going to select every face that we want to give it a color. Sorry, I left that open. You can close that of course if you want. It's not that important. Hold down the shift button, click on every of that. And say orange and assign. Okay. Now I want these all black. So to do that, we're going to right click on that one, hold down the shift button, and we're going to click on that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And to zoom in a little bit, that you don't not select another like that, and I have over here the same. So rotate a little bit. I think everyone knows how to select. Hold down the shift button every time, and we're going to say sign. There's black and a sign, and these selections that I have selected are already black, so we're going to select the other. For instance, right click on that one, right click on that one, and you can so on like that. I think that's better that we come back when I've done everything in black. So again, selected everything, press black and say assign. I'm going to do the same over here, and then I come back. Now we're back, so this is done. What I need to do now is going to draw a thin black line over here. So we right click on that one, shift right click on that one, shift right click on that one, and select that also, and say again color black assign. Now we're going to have a quick look. We're going to render it, and first of all pay attention to your output file, temporary in my case, and I want a JPEG file. I'm going to render it. and it's going to look like this. So I have that thin black line where we can start. Okay, this is for the balls. Okay, and I want here my name on it, and the rest should be black. So we go back to edit mode. The background should be black, so we choose world, paper, sky, and to select totally black. If I render again, you will see that my background is fully black, but I don't see that much, so I put an extra light in, and we're going to select, sorry, go to object mode, we select that one, hold down the shift button, and we're going to add an extra light at the end of my lane, looking more like this. I'm going to have a render to see what this look like, and it is much nicer. Okay, good. Now go back. I'm going to add my name or whatever you like. Text, for instance. Okay, going to position it somewhere over there. Go to edit mode, press backspace, and I'm going to put my name on it. Okay, object mode again. We're going to make it a little larger, so we're going to choose size 3. Well, that's too big. I'm going to choose 2, for instance. We're going to position it just in front of the plane. We have to zoom a lot, and we're going to bring it underneath, somewhere over there. So bring it back until it appears, it pops up a little lower. Yeah, going to give it a color. I'm going to say green. You can add as much things as you want. It's just to show you what you can do with it. Okay, we're going to render again. It's looking okay. It may be a little larger. Okay, we're going to make it a little larger like that. Let's say 3. I'm going to position it again in the middle of the text. Render it again. Okay, maybe also a little more to the left. Now, what we're going to do now is what we have already designed. Is we're going to add my bowling ball. So file, append, and this is positioned in Blender, where you have last. Sorry, this is not. This is a bouncing ball, bowling ball. Okay, we open objects, and mine is called isosphere. Okay, I have my bowling ball, so I press S to scale it down. To bring it up. Scale it down a little bit. It should be in proportion with the lane. Rotate it like that. And I want to let it rotate a little bit, so I get my 3 thumbs up, and it is somewhere over there already rolling. So we have a quick look at the lane. So it may not appear in the lane. So okay, this is touching like that. Okay. It's okay. Now we're going to add the bowling pins also. So we're going to append, go up where you saved your bowling pins. Bowling pin over here. Oh, I've done something wrong. Do it again. Cancel. I know it's okay. Bowling pin. Bowling pin object. Sorry. And mine is called Bezier curve. Append, and you have it already. S to scale it down, bring it up, we move it backside, and now we scroll in a little bit to look at the lane. Going to position it like that. Okay, and now in the middle of the lane. And more to the back. Okay, now you have 1, but I want more of them. So what we're going to do now is going to press 7, and I'm going to press 8 a few times, so we're straight like that. Okay, and now we're going to bring a few copies. So to bring a copy is Shift D, and we're going to move it in Z direction. So Z, that's one. Going to bring it aside like that. I'm going to copy. So Shift D. I want to copy, to move them in X direction. So X, and I've copied to this position. I want an extra copy. Just show Shift D in Z. So we move it to Z direction over there, and we're going to place it aside like that. Going to make a copy, Shift D in X direction, in between both of them. An extra copy, Shift D, X, for an extra copy in X direction. I'll position it somewhere over there. Going to do it one more time, Shift D in Z direction. So we're going to position it over there and aside. Going to do the same, Shift D in X direction, in between, Shift D X direction, in between, Shift D X direction at that point. Okay, now we're going to have a quick look, render it, and you have your fully operational bowling lane with ball and bowling pins. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.